Let's talk about a critical threat to your company's stability that you might not be seeing. It's not a market downturn, and it's not some new competitor. No, this crisis is happening right now inside your most important teams, your leadership. And the data? Well, it paints a really startling picture. Let's start with a number that should honestly stop every board member and shareholder in their tracks. 56%. That's how many leaders reported hitting burnout just in the last year. Seriously, just think about that for a second. More than half of your company's most critical assets, your leaders, are running on fumes, operating under this extreme, completely unsustainable strain. So what happens when that strain becomes too much? Well, this happens. 43%. That's the share of organizations who said they lost at least half of their leadership teams last year. This isn't just about replacing a few people. We're talking about a catastrophic loss of talent, institutional knowledge, and the very strategic direction of the company. It's a massive, massive problem. So let's get into Section 1, a crisis in leadership. And you've got to understand, this isn't about someone having a bad week or not being tough enough. No, the data is screaming at us. This is a systemic, data-driven crisis.
Okay, so let's be really clear about what we mean by burnout. Because it's not just about feeling tired, right? It's a specific state of being. We're talking about total emotional exhaustion, feeling like you're not getting anything done, and even losing a sense of who you are. And when a leader feels that, believe me, it doesn't stay contained. It ripples through the entire organization.
And this is where we need a huge shift in thinking. This is not a wellness issue you can solve with a yoga app. It's a fiduciary responsibility. You have a duty to protect your company's most critical assets. And in this case, those assets are the minds of your leaders, their ability to think clearly, to strategize, and to lead. All right, Section 2, the high cost of inaction. Because if you're thinking this is just a people problem, let's talk about the cold, hard numbers. Let's quantify what doing nothing actually costs you. So look at how these risks translate directly into liabilities on your balance sheet. That 56% burnout rate, that's not some abstract number. It's an immediate hit to performance and retention. The 43% turnover? You're talking millions, literally millions in recruitment costs and lost knowledge that just walks out the door. And get this, a staggering 73% of C-level executives aren't getting enough rest. That's directly linked to bad decisions and potentially catastrophic errors. And here's what's so critical to understand. Where is this fire burning the hottest? It's not at the entry level. No, the data shows it's your managers, your most experienced leaders, who are burning out at the highest rates. And you know what that creates? It's a dangerous cascade effect. Their stress, their exhaustion, it doesn't just stay with them. It flows downhill and infects the entire company. Okay, so we've laid out the crisis. It's big, it's expensive, and it's dangerous. So the big question is, what do we do about it? Let's move into Section 3 and talk about a real solution, a neuro-optimized one. Now, the whole goal here isn't just to get people to feel a little less stressed. That's thinking way too small. We're aiming for what the World Health Organization calls real health, a state of complete well-being. It's not just about stopping the bleeding, it's about elevating your leaders' abilities to their absolute peak. This is way beyond just putting on a Band-Aid. So, how do we get there? By building a new core skill. We're calling it the Executive Endurance Competency. Think about it. It's the specific, specialized ability to maintain peak mental performance even when the pressure is relentless. And the key here is that this isn't some fuzzy, soft skill. It's a hard, trainable competency, just like learning finance or marketing. And there's a clear roadmap to building this competency. It's a logical progression, right? You start with the foundation, psychological wellness. Then you move on to tackling anxiety head-on. From there, you get into practical, day-to-day strategies. And finally, the most important part, you bake it all into the company culture to create a real sense of balance. And this isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. The whole point is to map the specific challenges you're facing to targeted solutions. So, is your problem chronic worry that's hurting strategic thinking? Okay, we have a session specifically for tackling anxiety and high-pressure roles. Are you seeing a leadership vacuum because everyone's exhausted? Then we focus on building psychological wellness from the ground up. It's a precise, targeted approach. Okay, so that's the solution. Now for Section 4, your exclusive invitation. We've seen the cost of doing nothing. The time to act, to actually implement a solution, is right now. And here's a really critical piece of this. It's not just about a 2-day workshop. The real game changer is the exclusive peer network you become a part of. This transforms a training event into an ongoing, permanent resource, a confidential space for growth that gives you a genuine competitive edge. You know, there's a reason we're stressing the urgency here, and it comes down to basic human psychology. We are wired to feel the pain of a loss about twice as powerfully as the pleasure of a gain. So think about it this way. Every day you delay is another day you are exposed to these catastrophic risks. Failing to act isn't a neutral choice. It is an active decision to tolerate unnecessary loss. And to encourage you to make that decision now, the enrollment is structured to create real scarcity and urgency. We keep the cohorts small and exclusive, max 25 leaders to ensure high quality. There's an early registration discount that's time-sensitive, and of course, you get that immediate, permanent access to the alumni network. These are real incentives to act now. So when you strip it all away, it really just comes down to this one question. Your leadership is your single greatest asset. It's the engine of your company. The real question is, are you protecting it?
Look, the data we've seen on leadership burnout is undeniable. The challenge now is for you to decide how to act. It's time to stop just managing a crisis and start building a future with resilient, high-performing leaders. Secure your leadership's future. Contact Humanology today.